Hello students, welcome to the channel. So today in this video we are going to cover some questions which is very important for your railway pharmacist exam. So here we have first question is that which is greater than number 4, and the options are option A is 5, option B is -5, option C is 1/2, option D is -25. So which number is greater than 4? So it is very easy question, students. So we have to tell about that which number is greater than the 4. So the correct answer is 5. So how it is possible that we just tell you that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the positive side, okay, and this one 0. So here -1, -2, -3 or -4. So this is the series one. So the number is greater than 4 is 5. So moving on the next question. The drug is used in the treatment of hookworm infection is A is ivermectin, option B is albendazole, option C is metronidazole, option D is nicotinamide. And the correct answer for this is that which is the drug is used for treatment of hookworm infection is albendazole. So let's discuss with the help of explanation. Here the worms are given and the drug of choice. What are the drug of choice is this? So for round worms and hookworms and threadworms, the mebendazole, albendazole and pyrantel are the drug of choice, and for tapeworm the praziquantel, nicotinamide and albendazole, and for whipworm and guinea worm the metronidazole is the drug of choice. So albendazole is the correct answer for hookworm infection. So moving on the next question. The part of the instrument used to hold the sample is called as option A is prism, option B is cuvette, option C is source, option D is filter. So the part of instrument used to hold the sample means which one is the part to hold sample? The correct answer is cuvette. Cuvette is used to hold the sample. So here we have just explanation that cuvette is a sealed at one end and made of a clear transparent material such as plastic, glass or fused quartz. Sometimes students the question asks that which material is used for the making cuvette, and cuvettes are designed to hold sample for spectroscopic measurement. It is like this, students, the shape of cuvette is like this. So it is sealed from one end and we can pour out the sample here like this. So where a beam of light is passed through the sample, it's just like a material like it's a UV spectrometer. So here are the light, here it goes, so there will be the passing of the light, and it is used, cuvette used to measure the absorbance, transmittance, fluorescence intensity, fluorescence polarization, fluorescence lifetime of the sample. So this measurement is done with the help of a spectrometer. So here we have just diagrammatic representation. It's a cuvette where in this sample is kept. And the next question is the antimicrobial agents who inhibits the ergosterol biosynthesis, and the options are option A is ketoconazole, option B is amphotericin B, option C is 5-fluocysteine cytosine, option D is griseofulvin. So the antimicrobial who inhibits the ergosterol biosynthesis, and the correct answer is ketoconazole. Ketoconazole actually it is a broad spectrum antifungal drug. Now just have some explanation about this. Here we have the mechanism of action of antifungal drugs. So here just azoles derivatives inhibit the ergosterol synthesis, means there is a conversion of lanosterol to ergosterol. So azoles inhibit this conversion, where various drugs are used here the Poline amphotericin is also seen, we can see that bind to ergosterol and form pores channels. So it amphotericin inhibit that. where allylamines are also given the terbinafine, nifedipine, and amrolifene. It inhibits squalene conversion to lanosterol. So students, moving on the next question, that lupus erythematosus is the side effect of option A quinine, option B is chloroquine, option C is procainamide, and option D is all of the above. Students, so this is the just a typing mistake. This is the option D. So which drug is having the lupus erythematosus as a side effect? And the correct answer is procainamide. It is having the lupus erythematosus side effect. Now we just take out the explanation part, that systemic lupus erythematosus, SLS, and ventricular tachycardia is the major side effect of the procainamide. So loss of vision, loss of hearing, myopathy, and photosensitivity is the major side effect of chloroquine, and the hypoglycemia is the major side effect of quinine, and it contraindicated in myasthenia gravis. So students, SLS we have just cleared, loss of vision about chloroquine, and the quinine side effect was also observed. So now next question is, an antimicrobial preservative commonly used for nasal solution is, and the options are, option A is benzalkonium chloride, option B is sorbic acid, option C is thiomersal, option D is phenyl mercuric acetate. So an antimicrobial preservative commonly used for nasal solution, and the correct answer is benzalkonium chloride is used as antimicrobial preservative for used in nasal solution. And here we have just explanation on this, that recent studies have suggested that benzalkonium chloride, an antimicrobial agent used as a preservative in nasal sprays, and it is due to lack of deleterious effect on the nasal ciliated epithelium as compared to other preservatives like thiomersal, phenyl mercuric acetate. Means these are very having side effect in comparison to benzalkonium chloride. So benzalkonium chloride is used as a safe preservative. And one of the commercially available nasal spray containing benzalkonium chloride is a saline nasal spray. So it's all about this question. Moving on the next question, name the sun observing satellite launched by NASA. And the options are, option A is IRIS, option B is Krasnodar, option C is Corona, option D is Sunset. So which is the correct answer? The correct answer is the IRIS. IRIS is the sun observing satellite launched by NASA. Here next question is, that paste consists of, option A is 70% of soluble powdered substance, 50% of soluble powdered substance, option C is 50% of insoluble powdered substance, and 10% of insoluble powdered substance. So paste consists which one? So it contains 50% of insoluble powder. Here we have just explanation on this, that paste is the semi-solid preparation intended for external application to the skin. Generally, pastes are very thick and stiff. They do not melt at ordinary temperature and thus forms a protective coating over the area where they applied. They are mainly used for the purposes of antiseptic, protective, soothing, and paste is about 50% of insoluble powdered substance, which is the correct answer. Here we have just paste diagram. Now the next question is, the study of granatology is related to which of the following? Options are, option A is child infant, option B is female, option C is disease of skin, option D is old age. So the study of granatology is related to the following. So the correct answer is, it is related to the old age. So here we have just explanation on this, that the scientific study of old age, the process of aging and the particular problems of old people is called granatology. It is the correct answer. So students, old age is the correct answer. Moving on the next question, that in a mixture of 45 liters, the ratio of milk is 3:2, and how much water must be added to make 9:11? So options are 10 liter, option B is 15 liter, option C is 17 liter, and option D is 20 liter. So which is the correct answer? So how much water must be added to make the ratio of 9:11? The correct answer is 15 liter is used as a water to make the ratio of 9:11. So let's discuss with the help of explanation. Here we just explanation, students, that milk water is equal to 3:2 and 3. So new ratio milk and water is 9:11. So milk and water is into 9:6. New milk water is 9:11, means 9 plus 6 having 45 liters and 15 for 45 liters. So 1 for 3 liters. So n minus 6, R is equal to 5 is equal to 3 into 15 liters. So 15 liter water is added to make 9:11 ratio. So now next question is, the protein part of enzyme is referred to as, and the options are, option A is haloenzyme, option B is apoenzyme, option C is proton prosthetic group, option D is activator. So the protein part of enzyme is referred to as, the correct answer is apoenzyme. The protein part of enzyme is referred to as apoenzyme. Just to try to memorize that protein, apo. And here we have just explanation that apoenzyme, here we just apoenzyme and holoenzyme explanation. An enzyme that requires cofactor but does not have an one bound. An apoenzyme is an active enzyme. Activation of the enzyme occurs upon binding of an organic and inorganic factor, where holoenzyme is an apoenzyme together with its cofactor is completed and catalytically active. And most cofactors are not covalently bound but instead are tightly bound. However, organic prosthetic groups such as iron or vitamin can be covalently bound. And examples of holoenzymes include DNA polymerase and RNA polymerase, which contain multiple protein subunits. Here we have just diagrammatic represented apoenzyme, that is a protein portion inactive, and here we have the coenzyme, cofactor, non-protein activator. So it's a substrate and it's a holoenzyme. Whole enzyme is an active form. So students, it's all about this question. Moving on the next question, that which one of the following anticonvulsant acts by blocking T-type calcium channels? And the options are, option A is ethosuximide, option B is immunostilbenes, option C is lamotrigine, option D is topiramate. So which is the anticonvulsant drugs acts by blocking T-type calcium channels? So the correct answer is ethosuximide. Ethosuximide is used to block T-type of calcium channels. Now here we have just explanation that the mechanism by which ethosuximide affects neural excitability includes block T-type of calcium channel and may includes effects of the drug on the other classes of ion channel. So the ethosuximide is the correct answer. Now next question of this is, immunoglobulin has 2 light chain, 2 heavy chain. Option C is disulfide bond, or all of the above. So immunoglobulin has all of these, means 2 light chain having, 2 heavy chain also, and disulfide bonds. So let's discuss with the help of explanation that structure of antibody immunoglobulin. Immunoglobulin are the molecules are glycoproteins composed of heavy light chains are held together by a combination of non-covalent interaction and covalent interaction and disulfide bonds forming bilateral symmetric structure. It's just like a structure. So students, it's the means it contains heavy, light and disulfide bonds. Now next question of this video, which one of these blood group is universal donor? And the options are, option A is AB, option B is A, option C is O, option D is B. So which one of these blood group is universal donor? And the correct answer is that O is the universal donor. O is UD. Just try to memorize it. O is UD. Here you have just a simple explanation on this, that blood group O negative is regarded as the universal donor. O negative. This type of blood group can be given to anyone, very useful during an emergency. On the other hand, blood group AB positive is regarded as the universal recipient. The actual universal blood group is O negative, for it can donate blood to all blood types commonly found regardless of the Rheus factor. And the universal donor is blood group O negative, and O plus contains the Rheus factor which you can form antibodies against. So it's all about this question. Moving on the next question, that which is the oldest organism on earth? And the options are blue green algae, option B is amoeba, option C is fungi, option D is Eugellina. So which is the oldest organism on the earth? And the correct answer is blue green algae is the oldest organism on the earth. Here we have just explanation on this, that UG9 is a lineage of wheat stem muskrat which is present in wheat fields in several countries in Africa and the Middle East. So it's all about this video, students. Thanks for watching.